If you can't describe your plan, you don't know what you're doing. All right. So we want to make our software team productive. We have a project in front of them. We need them to be better than average. We have good people and our people work hard. So it's not about asking our people to work harder. They're already working hard, but we need a plan for success for the project. So that's what this is about. Okay. I want to stress that. Okay. So with the baseline, let's allocate some development team time. So we put in the pie chart, we put in the pie chart some developer time split between debugging and development. And when actually I'm gonna go to this slide. Let me talk about defects and the cost of defects. Okay. We have cycles as represented by this concentric circles and these onions. Developers write some code and then they send it up, they share it with the team. And then the team puts together a build of the software, shares it with whoever does product management at the company. And then product management, whoever does that at the company, shares it with the customers, gives it to them. And they're going to get feedback. Each of these has an independent life cycle. And when a defect is caught, when a developer is coding in the center, well, it's a really short cycle time. But every time it gets promoted to the team, it doesn't get caught. Every time it gets promoted to product management, it doesn't get caught. And every time it doesn't get caught and goes up to customer, that's an order of magnitude cost. Okay. And there's plenty of studies out there that talk about the exorbitant cost of escaped defects. And the IBM System Sciences Institute, has research that shows that the cost of fixing a defect is 100 times what it is when it's out in production, when the software system is just used, when it's in the maintenance phase, than when you're designing it or you're implementing it or you're testing it. Okay. So we go back to lines of code per day, and that's all great. But if we are generating defects, well, we're not just writing features. We're actually sending defects out and then having to spend a lot of time to fix the defects. And there's other research that shows that half of all developer time goes to finding and fixing defects. Okay. So this graph takes into account the focused time, which was just a little bit over 50%. And if half of the time a developer is spending in focused development is spent on fixing defects, well, now look what the graph shows. Debugging 27% of the time, development 27% of the time. Now we're in meetings still 30% of the time. And then our fragmented time is 16% of all time. Okay, that's our breakdown. So when we think of features that we want to ask our development team to design and develop and get to our customers, already without a specific plan to the contrary, they're only spending 27% of their available time working on the features that we've asked them to. Okay. We are going to change that. And I want to show you how to change that.